So let's start with marine fish. Obviously marine fish are I've got a list of ones. That doesn't mean this is exclusively all we're going to have, but these are the ones that are must-haves, right?
Okay.
So if you want to punch up, I think they're clown nose rays. Clown nose rays.
Clown nose rays.
Nemo and Dory.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. So this is the
That?
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you accidentally
Or these are
put
cow
punch
nose.
in
Yeah, cow, not clown.
Hellboy?
And I'm sorry, it was cow nose, not clown nose. That's
Cow
my bad.
nose.
So no, but you're right. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So these would be the rays that we would have.
Okay.
So they're kind of bat rays, you know what I mean? They
so silly.
So they're just super cool. They love to come up and get pets. They eat really well. Obviously, the ones we get won't have stingers on them, so people
Okay.
don't die. But
I have a question on that.
Yeah.
So the stingers are removed.
that's a good question, and
is
I
that
feel very ignorant.
humane if you do
Well,
that? Like, is
so-
it like declawing a cat?
That's a good question, and to be totally honest with you, I don't know the answer to that.
Well, we
So-
should know those
Well, I
answers
will know the
before we
answer.
make
No, I
those
will know the
choices.
answers. That being said, every aquarium I've ever went to, they've never had stingers.
Yes.
No aquariums. I've never been to an
Well,
aquarium
I'm
with the stingers on them. So I don't
And I'm
know.
just curious
yeah.
if it is a humane thing, because obviously if it's
I
not,
would-
I don't know that I'd be okay with that.
No,
Like,
I totally agree with you. I don't want to declaw a ray, but I do think that like even big aquariums don't have them because, of course, divers go in there and there's so I don't know how. I'm assuming that they remove them in a humane way.
should write that.
That
down.
being said, no, trust me, I've already thought about
Okay.
that, but I just don't know the answer, so I will find out the
What's
answer.
different with the cow nose rays compared to like a other stingray?
Well, there's all kinds of different stingrays, right? I mean, like the cow nose they're kind of I think the cutest ones. They're usually
really adorable.
they're really personable. There's some others, and these are saltwater rays, because we're going to do some freshwater rays too, but I'll get to that in a bit. So
They
all right,
look a little more compact. Like the cow face,
Mm-hmm.
they look a little smaller.
Oh no, they're pretty big. I mean,
They're pretty
compared to
big?
the freshwater rays, they're big. They're not giant like the bat rays that are like like manta
8
rays
foot,
or
yeah.
something like
Are
that.
those like the
But-
circle ones?
Yeah, those circle ones. Yeah, these are usually bigger than most of the circle ones. There are some freshwater ones that are giant,
Yeah.
but most of the ones you see are like the diamond rays that we saw. That are relatively small. Like
Right.
Are there is this a real thing, a butterfly ray? Is that a real thing? Or did I just make that up?
No, I believe there are butterfly rays.
I don't know. I don't know. We're talking about stingrays. I'm just thinking about stingrays.
Yeah, so those.
Oh,
those
wow.
Are,
Yeah.
That's actually
7 foot.
That's really beautiful. It's got like a pattern and things.
Yeah.
It's kind of more of a moth ray, but
No,
whatever.
that's what I was
That's
thinking.
got moth vibes,
Looks like a
serious moth
moth.
vibes.
yeah, it does. But
Yeah,
but
we
so
can move on.
again, in the ray tank, we can have other fish. Like I do want to have some bamboo sharks and stuff. As a matter of fact, you want to punch up bamboo sharks? Bamboo sharks are really cool. They stay small, and they don't bite or anything like that. So
Bamboo shark. Oh, interesting.
So you can see them right there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Beautiful. They're
Yeah,
like
they're really cool.
hide.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Wow, those are
So you can have those,
amazing.
and then not to mention a bunch of other bigger fish that'll just be swimming around in there, so that when you do snorkel, you'll be able to not only play with the rays, but you'll also see the cool fish and everything else.
This is a little bit of a detour, but it's kind of on brand. You're talking about snorkeling and sharks.
Yeah.
Whale shark snorkeling or diving.
Yeah.
I might do that in Mexico.
Yeah, it'd
Just
be great
saying.
if you could. It'd be amazing to do it.
Real cool.
Just heard. I don't know if you heard this, Jay. That
No.
the whale shark at Atlanta died
No.
this week.
Damn.
Yeah, I think they had a couple, but this is I think their second one now that's died. So
Damn, that's
it's
unfortunate.
it's really a bummer because that's like a million dollar fish. So
Fuck.
mammal. I think whales are mammals, right?
Whales are, but whale shark,
whale
you're saying?
shark
I think it's a
So
shark.
It's
it
a
might be fish,
vertebrate.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be a fish. Yeah.
But I think a whale shark's a shark.
Okay, let's hit a couple supers and then we'll get back to the list. I mean, am I doing okay with you guys? I mean, are you guys?
Yeah.
all right? We got a lot of lists.
We got a lot.
But
Yeah, let's
should we do a
list.
list or
Let's do a little bit more list.
Okay, list. Okay, next one would be I want to do an eel, right? Probably a moray eel.
Moray
Yeah,
eel.
so moray eel.
I don't know if I actually know this one. Let's see.
You know this
yeah.
one. This is
Okay.
the banger.
This is the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, we saw this one at the aquarium.
And you can
just
see
went
how
to.
big they are. Like you can see that diver right there.
Huge.
They can be giant. Now they do
Huge.
hide a lot, so you're going to have to set up an aquarium that is going to be like they did, where there's a hide
Yeah.
to where you see the front of it
You
and
see
stuff
in
like
the
that.
hide, yeah.
You see in the hide. Now they will
Yeah.
come out from time to time, but
Are they aggressive?
they can be aggressive.
Oh.
They do
Because
have
all these
teeth and-
pictures look like they are, but
Yeah.
Well,
Besides this
yeah.
look
one,
like they're
but-
trying to bite somebody.
Well, They can be. You got to be careful, but they also can be good. So obviously,
The teeth on that thing. Look at that.
yeah.
On this one?
Yeah. I mean, those look.
Well, those are
chompers.
Those are some
that's
chompers.
ridiculous. But definitely, I think an eel tank is. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, we're a reptile place. We got to have a snake like.
It's like the retic of the sea.
What about those?
Yeah, I like the little
Garden eels.
Garden eels, yeah.
Jay-
Oh yeah. I know. I edited that one. I
Those
love
are
them
super
too.
cute.
So yeah, definitely,
I love them, dude.
yeah. Definitely need a garden eel tank. There's no doubt. So I was thinking about like when we were talking about that little party room, if we do a dark area instead of having the second party room, but have that. I was thinking garden eels in that as well as jellyfish in there,
Yeah.
and then a couple other things. I was thinking maybe the seahorse, and
Ooh,
you know,
I
so
love
obviously
seahorses.
seahorse tank, and I really would love to know. Let's just see if we see.
There are a
like
lot.
obviously
Typical
there's,
one you
There's
see.
a lot. Yeah. I wonder if there's. I do remember what. Oh yeah, go down
There
a little
are
bit.
so
Go down.
many
Just go down.
seahorses.
No, keep going down.
There's
I
giant.
can't remember what
seahorses.
the seahorse that look like all feathered out and stuff like that. I don't even know if those are easy to get or not. But
Oh,
there's
I know
ones,
which one you're
You
talking
know what
about.
I'm
The
talking
real
about?
fancy
Yeah, they're
looking.
super.
Oh, I know which
super
one you're
fancy
talking
ones.
about. Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't know what they're called. I'll have to find out. But
Look up
but I'm
fancy
thinking
seahorse.
fancy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
We want the fancy.
It's this one, right? Is that
Whoa.
what you're
yeah,
talking
that's
about?
it. Yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
sea dragon.
Yep,
it was
there it
called a
is.
sea
There it is,
dragon.
there it is.
I mean, fancy seahorse worked out on that one.
It's a
so-
leafy sea dragon. Leafy
Yes,
sea dragon.
yes.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
but again, you know, you kind of want those in a dark area, right? You want like
Yeah.
certain tanks you want to be dark. And I was thinking like if we didn't do the 2 party rooms, we could do 1 party room and have that one room like a kind of dark area. You walk in and it's like dark dot, you know,
Yeah.
and that way we can have, because the jellies, and I do like the idea of being able to change the color of the jelly fish, you know,
Yes.
by buttons and stuff like that.
Yeah, all
I
the
think
buttons.
that's super
You may
cool.
have to put a timer on that thing, though.
What in far as what?
Like a few second timer. Because remember that kid?
Oh, yeah, just like
Jason's
ding,
kid,
ding,
he
ding,
was
ding.
slamming the thing.
Yeah.
Give me a
Freak
seizure.
those dang things out, yeah. So obviously we're talking about, and this is one that I have to do some more research on to see if it is ethical, but black tip reef sharks. Now we would have it'd be a very large tank, you know, thousands of gallons of water, you know, but I do have to, so
10 gallon.
I
Are these
obviously,
the ones Steve was talking about?
this
or
is the one
no?
that Steve
Yeah.
Okay.
literally he services the
So
tank
cool.
right now, and he said every 3 to 4 years they get too big for this tank. It's like you need a cylinder tank for it.
'Cause
or
they
a
always are moving.
Yeah, or a giant square tank. I mean, one bigger than we can have, you know, because they don't do corners. They'll bump into the corners and stress out. So you got to always be able to. So there's just circling. So this would be like a 14-foot square, or I'm square.
Yeah,
To just
cube.
hit them corners.
no, it's
It's pretty much a maze.
It'd be like a 14 or 15-foot round tank. So it'd be a giant tank. But Steve said that he works with a guy that has a 12-foot cylinder tank. And he said that about every 3 years he has to donate them out and get small ones again. My question, though, is I've got a lot of shark friends, Andy, Brandy, and guys, what will they think of it? So I need to know that answer. You know what I mean? I need to know, like, is it unethical to put black tips in? You know, I mean, black tips are definitely the most great white looking shark, you know, and
just
they're
really cool.
constantly
That's not
swimming.
super
Yeah,
big,
because the
yeah.
problem with like nurse sharks and all other sharks, they'll sit on the bottom and do nothing, right? So we
Yeah, the
want a
black
shark
tips
that's constantly move. But at the same time, I don't want to do anything unethical. I need to figure that out. So that is on the wish list, but that could be off the wish list if it doesn't work, right?
Add that to the to-know section.
Right, yeah.
Right next to the stingray.
Yeah, stingrays, and we got to figure out what's going on with those things. Obviously, I talked about the ray tank. I think we need can you just punch up Reef? I think that we do.
I think we got the reef covered over here.
Yeah, so obviously this is just live rock and stuff like that. But in that go down right there. Right, nope, you just missed it.
Oh, right here?
No, in the middle.
This one?
Right there, yeah, please. So that's like
Ooh.
Reef tank. You know what I mean?
So
So you have lots
cool.
of live rocks. You have some anemones, and then you have clownfish, tangfish, stuff like that. That's where you got Nemo
All
and
the
Dory.
Nemos.
and
Yeah,
exactly.
you
stuff
gotta
like
have
that.
the Nemo
You
tank.
gotta have that.
And an enemy.
Yeah, so the Reef tank for sure. Let's see.
Also, are we gonna have any of those like touch tanks with like?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
He's like, I want to touch stuff.
Because I saw the starfish, and at the aquarium we went to, they let you like touch the starfish.
Yes, no, there you go. There's a touch tank there, but we'll get to that in a second. Obviously, we talked about jelly tank. And I think the last thing with the saltwater marine fish that is a must after what we just went through is an octopus tank.
Oh,
right.
my
So
favorite.
now again,
What
octopus.
kind?
you know, if I there's so many good
There
octopus
are.
out there. You know, obviously, you know, the Pacific, you know, Northwest ones are amazing.
Yeah.
You're
They're-
not gonna
they're-
get a Kraken.
I don't think there's a Kraken octopus.
Don't
but
you
I'm
need
just
like
fucking with you.
they're super smart and they
Yeah.
get out. So
You
you,
got-
have
yeah,
to
gotta
have
make
like
sure
a
you have
really
a-
good.
It's a special built tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure that there's no way they can
You
get
know
out.
our employees. We're okay.
Yeah, Bruce is taking care of that. He's pretty good.
Better come the first day.
Yeah.
After
But
that,
It's
he's
gonna be in
gone.
my backpack accidentally.
Now, I will say the only other animal that I wouldn't mind getting that I don't know if you can even get, but it'd be cool, is punch this up. It's going to be not a cuttlefish. I don't know if you can get it. Is a spider crab, Japanese spider crab.
Japanese spider crab. Also, if this isn't on your list, write it down. Flounder.
Look at that thing, man.
Yeah, dude. This
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, well,
The
go to
heck?
one
Yeah,
with
do
the
that
like
one.
that one. Yeah. Look at
That's
that.
Wow.
disgusting.
That is
Look at that.
good eating.
Yeah, some good eats.
Look
So
at
again,
that.
I don't even know
What the
if you
hell
can.
would you even do with that?
I've seen these in like
Right at the
in
bottom.
like the Shed Aquarium and
Oh,
stuff like that,
God.
but I don't know if we can
I've
get them.
seen them in my nightmares.
And of course, we probably want to get a mantis shrimp too.
Yes,
Yes.
you need
So-
to. You need to.
So,
That's
yeah,
a good
so-
one.
But that's
Couple
another
of
one
them.
that I think goes in the dark room.
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
You know,
and
goes
they're
in the
so
dark room.
cool, man. We'll have
So-
so much fun like doing feedings for that thing. It would be
Yeah,
unreal.
So that wraps up
That's scary.
the marine section. What do you guys think so far? Is there something? Yeah, there's the mantis
I think
shrimp.
that we need a flounder.
That's freshwater. I think.
I don't
I
know.
don't even know, but I don't
I
like
don't
them
know.
that much.
They're cool. They blend. They have camouflage.
I know they are cool.
And they swim.
Both eyes on the same side.
Yeah.
They swim.
Oh yeah.
on
By
the
the way, that's the
side.
other one
It's
that I didn't
awesome.
put on here is of course lionfish too. We need a lionfish.
Yes, yeah, I
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah, so
love
lionfish
those
is
as
another
well.
thing that
Classic.
would have to be in there.
Yeah, that's mom's favorite.
Oh, and puffer, of course, puffer fish. I forgot.
Duh.
look at how
So,
much that we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, that's Lori's
Keep
fish.
forgetting about. Mom, she likes
Yeah,
both of these.
dude.
Um,
They're so good.
Now, what even makes them puff up like that? Because I know that they just kind of walk around sometimes or swim around.
Yeah, they're walking
sometimes.
all over
I
They're
think when they
walking
get
around.
angry or stressed.
Yeah,
right?
and they just make themselves look bigger so that the predators and stuff like
Kind of
that.
the frill
you know.
dragon vibe.
And they are
you know?
toxic as well. So if it,
Gotta be
something
careful.
eats them, you could
Oh
die.
my
they could
god, look
die.
how cute.
I know.
But so that wraps up. So why don't you guys tell me what you think so far, and then we can take some supers and see what the supers have to say about
I
things. and
think that I agree with it all. I'm interested about the touch tank. I think that we need
that's
those.
something I'll touch on in a little
Oh,
bit
we can
later.
talk
That's-
about that.
these are like the extra
Good.
things, right? So
I think the stingrays are sweet. I think we should get a few different species of stingrays.
well, okay. So again, that there's freshwater stingrays. I'll talk about in a minute too.
Hey, listen, you're
but,
talking to a guy that doesn't know shit. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to decipher? I
No,
don't know
no,
what's
that's fine.
salt and
Yeah.
what fret. How am
Yeah,
I supposed
yeah.
to know that?
And we'll really probably have a marine touch tank and a freshwater touch tank.
Oh, cool.
We want to have both, So, so what do you think, Lori? I mean, did I miss anything? Is that about wrap it up?
Probably.
I don't know. So when you were talking about those rays and that salt, is that like the big?
Yeah, the giant tank, the
so
29
that one
foot
would
tank.
be a marine one.
Yeah, that'd be
Yes.
saltwater. Yeah, saltwater.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why. I mean, you want that. Yeah, you want because those rays
Is
are
that
the ones
how-
that are the best.
Is that how it was when we went to
Sequest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's marine.
So
yeah.
that's marine too.
That's marine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Same exact rays and everything.
Oh, okay.
Same species and stuff.
They're
like
so
that. Yeah.
adorable for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. So they work out good. So
Yeah, it's
uh,
just
so-
hard. I just don't know much.
Yeah.
So like I can't.
Well,
really
I
add
don't know a
much.
whole lot either. I mean, I'm learning as I go here too. We've always been into fish, and I've always loved them. But even what I've learned in the last 2 months has been incredible. And I know that I've got a million things to learn.
Yeah.
Between now and
But you know
whenever
what?
this
That's what's
happens.
cool, and that's what makes it also kind of fun, is tapping into new things.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you said, we've got some basic knowledge with what fish we did way back in the day.
Yeah.
But nowhere near.
Yeah.
And
And just so everyone knows, we're gonna months before, probably before the first tank even gets set, we're gonna hire an aquarist.
Yeah.
So someone that's a professional aquarist, not like a hobbyist, someone that comes from an aquarium. And like I've said, there's a lot of aquarists that have like assistant aquarists that when you're in a public aquarium, it may take 20 years for you to move from an assistant to an actual aquarist position. So there's a lot of those people that don't make hardly any money that would love like a curator aquarius job that come from legit zoos. Like we're not just going to bring on like, hey, Lou's Pet Shop, you want to come here and run our aquarium?
Exactly.
And I don't know enough. I'm smart enough to know when I don't know enough.
Yep.
And you know, I mean, I'd be putting sea salt in the freaking.
What about the Himalayan rock?
I got 2 words for you. Cold tub.
Cold tub.
That
Yeah,
says
exactly.
it all.
Yeah, I don't know how to make that damn water not green. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you put me on the job, and I try to watch videos. I just fuck it up.
Yeah.
I've never had that thing balanced.
No,
I try. It just doesn't
It's
balance.
out of whack for
So
sure.
that's where the
yeah.
Aquarius comes
Yeah,
in.
so we'll have an Aquarius.
Yeah,
but,
I'm a Scorpio.
yeah, not
I'm
an
not
Aquarius.
an Aquarius.
Not an Aquarius. What does Casilla say?
Lucia says, I was sad I missed you as well, Brian. My mom held her first snake, which was awesome, and
that's
Noah
awesome.
is my fence buddy.
Yeah, we met over a fence.
Oh, okay, yeah.
then we're
You meet a
talking
lot of people over fence.
Yeah, why do you keep hanging out by fences?
Well, I
We should
just
name you
That's
Wilson.
just what he
yeah,
does.
ooh.
I just like to have my separation.
Yeah.
It's my
Keeps the
It's
space.
not comfort
So
zone.
what are you doing over there?
exactly.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
Janet says, sending love to all.
Thank you
Well,
so
thank you,
much, Janet. Thank you.
Damn it, Janet.
Damn it,
Thank
Janet.
you.
R&B Reptile says, what's up, Bar Check fam? Excited to learn more about the expansion. I need to catch up with you, Brian. These days are crazy, but I'm excited.
Can we rail this in?